Okay, people have been asking me my opinion about the roast, and here it goes. All right, everybody has their opinions. There's so many things going on, how people feel. I hope I balance this out right. As a comedian myself, as a guy who loves the edge, who loves pushing the envelope on racial, political, just all kinds of things, all right? Listen, a roast is a roast. A roast has been around for a long time. Roasting started in the Friars Club back in the day. I mean, black people, we called it the dozens. When you roasting motherfuckers, the dozens, you talk about motherfuckers. That's what you do. And a roast, the first televised roast was in 1974. Dean Martin roast. Go watch him for some historical context. And roasting was people you knew that I think you knew or had relationships with, and it was like sort of a family thing where you get to go in on motherfuckers. Private lives, you go in, all right? I don't know all the rules to roasting. I was at the Flavor Flav roast. I remember I was at Flavor Flav roast, and Cat Williams was hosting, and they brought in Flavor Flav on a harness, right? And Cat Williams said, I don't think if you all remember the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz, you just saw one. That's what his first joke was. And then Cat Williams goes, it's a roast, mother. It's a roast. It was, roasting is what it's called. Roasting. You're burning, mother. You're going in on people. See, I don't know the rules. I don't know. I think that everybody approved of this stuff because you have writers. You have writers. Every person has a right. Even Tiana Taylor was there, right? Tiana Taylor, The Rock, different people. Everybody has writers. And the writers write for the specific people, okay? A lot of the writers were white, which I thought was imbalanced. It was imbalanced. There should have been more black writers, okay? I think there should have been more black people roasting Kevin Hart. I think, and maybe that, this harmful shit wouldn't have really happened. It would have been sort of like, you know what I mean? It would have been a troubleshooter. But remember this, like I said, it's a roast. But also, who did you choose for the roast? I think it's your choices. You brought in Tony Hinchcliffe. Who the is surprised at what he said? You can't be surprised. This is what he does. He called Puerto Rico a floating island of trash. This is what Tony Hinchcliffe does. That is his brand. He did not go outside of his brand. Shane Gillis. Shane is not as up as Tony Hinchcliffe, but Shane is gonna go in too. And it's a roast. That's very specific. It's not like, oh, let me just do my comedy special and talk. No. It's a roast. So a roast is like, we're going in on your whether we don't give a them going in on Cheryl Underwood's husband's death. I don't know. Did Cheryl approve of that? We have to ask Cheryl. I don't know. Going at the George Floyd thing, I thought that was unnecessary. It was unnecessary, but then again, it's a roast. But I thought it was unnecessary, especially with this climate, especially with police brutality, which is rampant still. The hanging thing, because they're still hanging black people, young black people. With the black American history and the oppression and what they're doing to black voters, the firing of black women, the getting rid of DEI and affirmative action, all this shit that is coming down on black people with this administration. And I just think timing wise, it was like, yo, what the hey, but then again, it's a roast. You understand where I'm coming from? I think it was the choices. It wasn't balanced enough. That's just my opinion. And as a comedian, I can't go, man, they shouldn't have said that. Yo, then again, it's a roast. Look at who you chose. I think maybe your choices were wrong. Your choices were wrong because everybody has a choice to be in a roast. Everybody has a choice to be roasted. You don't have to even participate in this. But once you're in, it's no holds bar. Roasts are either fucked up or really fucked up. That's what I know about roasts. They're either fucked up or really fucked up. Someone gonna be upset. But I understand black people's anger, totally. I understand people getting offended, but then again, it's a roast, guys. It's a roast. I know Chelsea Handler did great. Cheryl Underwood came back and smacked everybody in the face, which is great, even though they went in on her crazy. It was cringy, but if Cheryl was fine with it, that's everybody we're grown, man. You make your own decisions on what you want to do. So this is just my opinion. I mean, unless you have Tourette's. If you have Tourette's and you yell certain things out, then there's that too sometimes. But here's what I have a little bit of a problem, because Kevin Hart actually showed up to George Floyd's memorial when he died, which was a great thing that Kevin Hart did. But then you're laughing at a joke about him on your roast. So the optics don't look too good. That's all I'm saying. The optics don't look good. You know, it's like, ugh, and George Floyd's family is very upset about that. So if you show up to the memorial and then they do a joke, the optics do not look good. But I just wanted to give my opinion on it. I mean, it's not much of an opinion, and it's not right or wrong. You guys can feel any way you want about it, but I wanted to just bring that up, that it's kind of a catch-22, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they'll change the way they do roasts. Maybe they'll be more strategic on how they do roasts. I don't know. It is what it is. And I really believe, too, it was a money grab. It was a money grab. You know, they got all the biggest people that were popular no matter what demographic they had. It was a money grab. It was all a money grab. And they said, we're going to do whatever the we want to get this money. And I think comics that got insulted were like, hey, man, I just want to be on. I just want to get my shit up. Everybody has their reasons for being there. All right. And a lot of people had their reasons for not being there. So that's my opinion. You guys let me know.